Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, me and my group gonna present about our static mini project. Our code name is BDA 10203, which is static. Our lecturer name is Dr. Muhammad Kir bin Muhammad Nur. Our section is section 9 and our group is 15. Okay, this is our team members. Okay, the first one is Colin, and the second one is Nabil, and the third one is myself, which is my name is Rayruzarin bin Rabile, and my matrix number is CD240188, which is I am the leader of this group. And the fourth one is Akram, and the last one is Danish. This is our table content. As we can see here, there are many type of topic from the start introduction to the end. Okay, for the first topic is introduction about the moment of the force. Okay, the moment of the force refers to the tendency of the force to produce a turning effect. It is the force that causes a body or object to rotate about perpendicular axis and or point. Okay, this moment of the force can also be called torque, rotation force, or tuning effect. However, it's vary from the field to field, that is, from the physics to mechanics. The last one, the moment of the force measures the tendency of the force to rotate an object about the determined point. Okay, as we can see here in the picture, there are hands, right? So this is a cross product vector analysis. This is the right hand rules, which is it used to find the moment in the plane. So as we can see here, example in the photo, it used to determine z lane, which is in the thumbs up, you go to up. So it will rotate like this, the arrow will become like this, and then if you counterclockwise it become a positive, clockwise it become a negative.
The problem that we found out in this case study is the traffic light rules. How the traffic light loop can be accommodated for a long time. How to make the system stable and safe. And the last one is how to determine the maximum weight that system can accommodate. The objective of this particular of study case is the first one is to determine the reaction force at the base of the pool. The second one is to ensure that the system can safely withstand both static force to prevent tipping, bending, or collapse. The last one is to calculating the moment of the structure can sustain without fail.
Okay, the second topic is literature review, which is have a four subtopic. Okay, the first one is definition and mathematical formulation, and the second one is condition of for the static equilibrium. The third one is type of the moment, and the last one is application in engineering and statistical analysis. Literature review. The first subtopic is definition and mathematical formulation. The turning moment of the force is the basic concept in the static that describes the rotational effect of the force that apply at the distance from the pivot point. Okay, resultant moment of the force about to point O, which is point O is 0i, 0j, and 0k, can be determined by the vector addition. Okay, the formula is m equal to rxf, which is m is the moment, r is the position vector from the axis of rotation, f is the force. Okay, for the second subtopic, which is a condition for a static equilibrium. Okay, let's say the static equilibrium require that three things. Okay, three things. The first one is sum of the all horizontal force, which is Fx equal to 0. And the second one is the sum of the all vertical force, which is Fy equal to 0. And the sum of the all moment, which is m, about any point equal to 0 too. All these three is equal to 0. The third subtopic in the literature review is type of the moment. There are two types. Okay, the one is we talk about clockwise and counterclockwise, which is the moment by convention moment causing the clockwise. The clockwise rotation is negative. They consider negative, while the counterclockwise we consider rotation is must be positive. Okay, the second one is couple. Couple moment. A couple is any two force equal in the magnitude that act in the opposite direction. Opposite direction. Are and are parallel to each other, which is in the same lane, causes the pure rotation with no translation. Ah, okay, for the last subtopic is application in engineering and structural analysis. Okay, the moment of a force in the static system is the most important in the structural engineering and mechanical design to keep the system in the position of stability and balance. Okay, as you can see here in the two photo of this, we can see the first one is talk about beam, and the second one is talk about truss member and frame. These things are be calculated to become a balance so that it's safe to use to design something like house or something in the building.
Here the system that well found in the world. The first one is traffic light poles. Commonly, traffic light poles used on the road to make the road safe. The second one is heavy duty crane. Generally, we will find at the construction site. And the last one is the bridge. The bridge has to bear the loads due to passing vehicles. What's the responsibility of the engineers to make the system not fail? Engineers are responsible to design and analyze a system that can withstand to the loads, which is to make the system stable and safe. Static equilibrium occurs when the body remains motionless, which means that the sum of the force and moment acting on the system is equal to zero, so it won't collapse. Why important to do analysis? The first one is to prevent this structure fails and that result in property damage and incident. The second one is to ensure the system or structure remains stable and safe.
So right now I want to talk about mathematical modeling, the position of the traffic light and the load of the traffic light held by the foot of the pole. So the calculation of the overhead and length of the traffic light pole or foot must be in the accurate count. The z-axis must not be too high for the stability of the pole when the leg of the foot on the z-axis to the x and y-axis must be compatible to accommodate the heavy load on the traffic light box. While the position the degree axis must be accurate to give a very strong stability effects, because if the wrong degree axis will be result in instability due to the weight of the existing load. In addition, this traffic light also need to be built in an accurate side condition that is horizontal side to assume the axis is 0 and also 118 degrees.
Hi, my name is Colin Teo. My matrix number is CD240079. Today, I will present my part, which is choosing a problem. By taking as a basis the moment of force in 3D concept study within the frame of chapter 3, we approach the state problem including particles. It is one of the most basic notion of our work because it helps us acquire helpful skill to resolve issue in real life. Further below, I explain in more detail the reason for the choice of this particular problem. Choosing the problem number one, taking as a basic knowledge. First, moment of force in 3D is needed when one enters the domain of mechanical engineering, that is, it is principal in dealing with the problem posed by rotation in different direction. Second, gain a proper skill set to tackle real life challenges rather effectively. Choosing the problem number two, applicability to real world scenario. First, provide torque power from being just physics directly to real life application. Second, to improve in area of safety improvement, problem solving and maximizing performance. Third, torque is not only to be perceived as a scientific quest but it is a life improving skill set with countless real world paybacks.
Assalamualaikum and good morning to Dr. Kir. My name is Muhammad Danish Lukman bin Norisham, number metric CD240118, and today I'm going to continue this presentation, which is choosing the problem. The reason why we choose this problem because for educational foundation. By doing this problem, we can assisting student to solve static problem for particles. We also can make sure the teacher have a concrete educational opportunity to impart student with vital knowledge and insight they will be able to use later in their academic and professional lives. Next, the reason why we're choosing this problem because problem solving and critical thinking. By doing this question, we can make sure the student can encourage problem solving by breaking down complex situation into digestible bits, understanding force, and using mathematical ideas. We also can make sure the problem solving skill are useful in range of employment field. Lastly, the reason why we choose this problem, which is related to moment of force in 3D, because by using moment of force in 3D solve the problem for static particles is a deliberate decision with multiple benefit. This course not only provide a fundamental grasp of static engineering concept, but also equip the student with transferable ability that can be applied in many academic and professional settings, laying the groundwork for the future research and real-world engineering physics application. I will continue my presentation by talking about how to solve the problem. To solve the static problem for this question by using the moment of force in 3D, need to understand the problem and identify the point or axis at which the moment is to be calculated. The position vector are from the point of interest to where the force is applied. Also, need to identify the force vector acting to the object. And finally, apply all information to the formula moment of force in 3D. Here's the step-by-step guiding on how to approach and solve such a problem. So this is the step-by-step to solve the problem. First, we need to understand the problem by reading the problem properly and carefully. Second, we need to draw a free body diagram based on the figure that been given. Third, we need to identify the position vector R. Fourth, we need to identify the magnitude for X, Y, and Z. And fifth, we need to identify the force. Six, apply the information to the formula moment of force in 3D, which is MA equal to RAB times force. Next, we need to find RAB times force by using cross product. And finally, the final answer based on the equation that been done at cross product. So this is the question that we choose, which is the traffic light. By using Cartesian, determine the moment of the weight of the traffic light about the base of a ball. The weight is 200 Newton, length of A equals to 4 meters, length of B equal to 6.3 meters, and the angle is 50 degrees. The formula for moment is M equals to R times F. The magnitude is 0I plus 0J minus 1K. So the the formula for find RAB is XB minus XA I plus YB minus YA J plus ZB minus ZA K. So input all this information into the formula, we can get 4 sin 50 minus 0I plus 4 cos 50 minus 0 j plus 6.3 minus 0 k. So that after solving this equation, we will get 3.06i plus 2.57j plus 6.3k. After that, we're gonna find the force, which is F equal to force times magnitude. So the force is 200 and the magnitude is 0i plus 0j minus 1k. After solving this, we will get the force is 2 minus 200k. After find this all information, we can input this all information into the cross product to find the moment. After put all this information into the cross product, the final answer we will get minus, negative 612i plus 514j. That's all from me. Thank you.
A discussion about this project is one of the improvements that can be made in the terms of material by choosing quality and durability material that can withstand pressure and gravity. A material that can receive repeated pressure. This can reduce the pressure of the gravity loads. So the second is finding the right center of gravity and also getting the right balance of force. This is because the center of gravity affects many force. When there is load, for example, the load is the end while the foot needs to hold the load. This is because the position of the traffic light is not in balance midpoint condition. This will result in inequality while the balance of force, when the force and the moment that move, the obstacle will give force.
Hi, my name is Colin Teo. My matrix number is CD240079. Today I will present my part, which is conclusion. The concept of the moment of a force in 3D system is essential for understanding the rotational effect of forces on rigid bodies. Using vector cross product, M equal to R time F, where R is the position vector and F is the force vector, allow precise calculation of the magnitude and direction of moment. The right-hand rule help determine the direction, while principle like Varigon theorem simplify complex problem by summing the moment of force component. Problem solving involves defining the system, calculating the position vector and force component, and summing moment to find the resultant. Equilibrium condition require both the net force and net moment to be zero. These tools are critical for analyzing stability, ensuring safety, and designing efficient mechanical system, forming a foundation for advanced engineering application. Thank you.
Okay, this is our minute meeting, which is we use to two method, which is online and face to face. For the first method, we use to face method, which is in the campus Prawira. This is three photo of us in the different week. Okay, for the second method, we use online method, which is we use Google Meet and WhatsApp. This is us in the Google Meet and WhatsApp group call.
That's all from our group. Thank you for your attention.